182 construct string with repeat limit. This is one of the worst worded questions on Leetcode I've ever seen in my entire life, and my solution is just, I don't know what the hell is that, but I'm gonna go and explain it and explain why I actually spent an hour trying to understand what it meant. It says you're given a string s and an integer repeat limit, and it wants you to construct a new string, which is repeated limited string, right? Using the characters from s, that such as no letter appears more than repeat limit times in a row. So basically, you have to have the letters appear repeat limit times in a row only, like 2 times, 3 times, depending on the integer. You do not have to use all characters from s. Then it needs the lexicographically largest repeated limit string, whatever thing possible. What does lexicographically largest mean? It says that at the first position they are different. String A has a letter that appears later in the alphabet than the string B, so that means it's lexicographically larger. So basically, if we have two strings AAB and AAC, then the lexicographically larger one is AAC, because C appears later than B in the lexicographically ordered thingy. So basically, when I didn't understand this part, and I'll show you why. But first things first, what came to my mind is actually using a heap to store the each character and its count, and pop them in lexicographic order. So I would store like the ASCII key of every character, and I would have a max heap for that, and where it's a tuple between every character and its count, right? And I would have the odd of it, which is, it's not even the odd, it's not even the ASCII key, it's just the index of it from 0 to 26, basically, as a max heap as the first key, and I would have the count as the second, right? And then I would have the character itself as the third. And you don't even need this in the solution. I didn't think I just did it so I could just got lazy to transfer between the odd and the character. Okay, so in the heap, right, I just do a simple thing. I have this prev variable which basically is going to tell me which was the last one placed in the string, right? And then I pop the first time, and then I check if it's the same as the one previously added. Then I need to pop again, because I don't want to use that because I exceeded the repeated limit. So let's just go in the else first, right? In the normal case, what happens? I pop, and then I have this append function down here. It doesn't do anything really. It just checks if the count is why is this code like a junior code? It just checks if the count is greater than the repeat limit. If it is, then it just adds the remaining, and then it just adds the repeat limit and add the remaining. Else it's just like there's no remaining, and then it just appends the characters to the string. It does nothing really. So I know I should use arrays. I just got lazy, so I just concatenated with Python and data strings. Anyways, I use this append, which it returns the string, the brand new string, and returns the remaining characters out of the character I sent, if there is any, right? So I set the previous as that character, and if there's any remaining, I'm going to push them back to the heap, right? I'm going to push them back to the heap. Then if I pop and the character I popped is the previous, then I'm going to pop again. If the heap exists, I'm going to pop again. And then I'm going to append that newly popped one, and then I'm going to set that one to the previous, and then I'm just going to push it back. I'm going to push back the one I popped earlier, which is this one, right? I'm going to push back the one I popped earlier, and I'm just going to check if count. Oh, what I do here is actually the thing I spent an hour doing, right? So as you can see here, I actually only append one count of this character. So the thing is, in an example like this, AAB, AB, AB, right? What I thought was a proper answer was it being BB, AA, BAA, right? Like the same as this one, but with an A next to the B, just another A. Yeah, that's what I thought. It turns out that's wrong. that because you need to have, if there's a remainder of the largest lexicographically character in heap, it has to be fully filled. That's how you get the largest lexicographic one, right? So in our case, BB was there. B's here 3 times, right? So and the repeat limit is 2. So you're gonna add B twice, right? And then you need to break it with another character. So you only add one A. My old logic had it where it just tried to add A's to the repeated limit, but that would give you a wrong answer, basically. So you have to just add A to break it up, and then go with B's again until you finish them. And the max heap always will pull the lexicographically largest number anyways, right? Yeah, so I add 1 to break it up, set it as the previous, and then I push back, I push to the heap the old one here, and then I check. If there's more than 1 count in the one I just added, I'm just going to add it back with minus subtracting 1. Obviously this number is a negative, that's why I just added the 1, but like we subtract 1. If there is not, we don't add it anymore, and then we just return the string, right? So I think the time complexity for this is it's going to be n log n for heap pushing here, because we loop over. Yeah, it's O of n for this, and here is O of n log n. Yeah, if they're all different, it's going to be n log n. Yeah, so that's it for this one. Thank you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.